Time is always right to do right. And some things are not right. And we will talk about this morning. And, you know, it's like, you don't want to be like you're beating a dead horse, but in this case, that's some information that really, we need to be on the same sheet of music about if we want things to change. Yeah, if we want things to change. So, you know, I have this duty and obligation to play this particular song every time, and then every now and then, you know, I get put in time out if I don't do it. Detention, whatever. I gotta make sure I do my duty to Virgin Islands and country, right? Okay, so here we go.
We got another little quick. Hello, my people, how you doing today? It's been a long time coming, what I have to say. Look at our culture, things are not the same. Let's not sit down and do. Please help me. Let's not for the masqueraders, the musician and mass makers. On the way, hey. There's a forest belly. Walter Brand, O'Hallow Williams, Blinky, James D, Joe Paris, Edward Simmons, Lloyd Graffett, Archie Thomas, Tim Derby, Wesley Thomas, Vito, Stanley, Great Chanel, Fiona Watson, Miss Harris, Willie White, Erin Francis, Ethel McIntosh, and many more, too numerous to mention. Brownie, we thank you. Good thing.
Yes, a good thing. A good thing is always right on time. Yes, yes, yes. So, if you got that good thing, you enjoy that good thing. Alright? Unfortunately, some of us were looking for a good thing and it just eluded us. Every which way we turn. Yes, the good thing gone. Or just not there. Alright. You know, my good friend Gerard comes up here and is on the show with me from time to time. And who knows, he may even call in this morning. But the bottom line is he wants to be here to do his community service, so to speak. I guess I'm keeping dog on the high road, among other things. Yes, okay. And also as an advocate for all of those differently able people out there who also listen and enjoy the conversation. But he seems to have an ongoing problem. So I'm going to ask every one of you who like listening to Gerard and the conversation that what he brings to the conversation, okay? I want each one of you to call Public Works and ask for Vitran and ask them why the bleep, or be politically correct. Just say bleep now, don't say anything else, okay? That they can pick him up on time to have him be at his designated workplace. No. I call it a designated workplace because even when the gentleman had a good paying job for the same government that paid Vitran, they couldn't get it to work on time. Okay? And now, what we're talking about? We're not talking about the schedule being so tight. What we're talking about is anywhere from poor scheduling to glitch in the software that they use to do the scheduling to just plain lackadaisical behavior. Alright? Okay. I'm going to tell you, right? You got good and you have the not so good. You got people who know if Gerard needed a ride, 3-4 of them would show up at his front door. But no, he depending on this system they put in place to help him to get to work. And they, over and over, can't seem to meet the mandate. Now, the big problem with this is the statistics and pick-up times and on times and reliability. All these statistics that are not being kept and not being reported. Why? Because they will get penalized. It's a federally subsidized program. So I'm saying to you, if you like hearing Gerard's voice, call the Department of Public Works here on St. Croix. I got the number somewhere close by. I'm look it up. Okay? Because sometimes that's what it takes. Because they feel that nobody paying attention and nobody care. And the next thing they're going to say, they're going to slip and say, okay, is that if you have a disability, you should stay home and send somebody else. You ain't got no business walking away. All this other choppiness that they just say either out loud or quietly. And then some of the nastiness. Now, check this out now. These people, from the drivers all the way up to the person who run the program, they have a job because of federal monies. But they're behaving like they're doing persons with disabilities a favor when they schedule a ride and they can't show up even within the time frame, half an hour time frame, whatever. The other day, Brother Man had a serious appointment. That's all I'm going to say, because I ain't going to put your business out in the street. Right? Serious appointment. And you know how it is. Certain people, when they give you an appointment, if you don't make your appointment, they don't charge you a fee for not showing up. Yes, they'll charge you a fee for not showing up. So now, not only whatever bill you will get, but now you got a fee for not showing up. And this thing was scheduled from before this pickup. Lordy B. You know what happened, right? You know what happened. Call Public Works and ask for Vitran and ask them why they can't get Gerard where he need to go on time. Now, I using Gerard's name, but it could be anybody. It could be you tomorrow who used to drive yourself up and down and something happened to you and all of a sudden you can't drive no more and you might be the only person in your family here or nobody else in your family have transportation to help you and you sign up with Vitran and you need to get someplace that's critical for you and they don't show up. Alright? It's not about bashing. This is about saying, rise to the occasion, you're paid to do a job, do the job. If you can't do the job, get out. If there's problems, then be the whistleblower or whatever you need to do to tell them to fix those problems. Alright? Now, I'm going to tell you this, right? There was a complaint made. It was under the last administration. And they practically, as far as I'm concerned, lied to the federal government and tell them something different was going on. It's only because the administration changed and faces change. But I see that we're going to have to start writing these letters again to get the Department of Transportation involved, okay, in these ADA-related matters. I don't know. Around here, too much people don't want to rock the boat. Okay? They get on TV and they smile and they get on the radio and they talk this stuff and whatever. But when it comes to the rubber meeting the road and the service reaching to the people who need it, something is wrong. Very wrong. Because the service isn't getting there. And if it's getting there, it's getting late and to a great inconvenience to the people who need it. They say want it. Everybody wants good service. But you know, if the doctor get there too late, ain't nothing they could do for you, right? It have to be timely. Alright. Okay, I gonna come back. I gonna come back to it. Because this is going on for donkey years now, I need to stop. We had a well-oiled, well-working system that was done by a private contractor, and through the government they finagled to get it turned over to the government, and ever since it turned over to the government, it's been downhill ever since. Used to have bus going east and west at the same time, north and south at the same time. Now you got one bus running from the east to get to the west to wait to come back up to the... What kind of thing this is, man? How we don't treat our people? Okay? And then lack of vision. Everybody want a free thing. Turn around and say everybody could ride free. And what happened? They were barely making it with maintenance costs before when they had to pay a little change, but now, hey, if you can't maintain, you gotta cut down your fleet, you gotta do all of these things. We have to as a community do better. You know, it's one of those things, folks. I just I don't want to beat it to life, but if I have to, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, because this is about how we treat us, and we need to improve. We need to improve. I don't say the bad word, you know. You said change, people's get their back up and everything else. And who is you to say things should change? But folks, it's not about me. It's not about me. Okay? Anyhow, I was listening to my song earlier because it was playing before I came on about Come to St. Croix. And yeah, there's plenty reasons to come to St. Croix. But there are things that we're told about over and over that need to be dealt with. And so, you know, I'm going to continue to talk to people about these things, because it can get better. And if I, hopefully joined by you, gonna become the squeaky wheel, hey. All right. Engineer, I need your help. No, it's not a technical matter. Okay? Since I'm here running my mouth talking to the people, I don't have a phone book here. If you could find the number for public works for me, please.
Oh, sure.
Okay?
I can do that.
Thank you. Okay, and trusty Rusty engineer, you know, okay? I will get on Thursday till Friday. Yes. Anyhow, because I tell you something, I want to make sure I give you the number. Okay? All right. Okay, thank you. Just if you will point it out for me, you know, I'm not being spoiled or anything. I just got this going on. Okay? Because okay, I can figure it out. Right. Okay. Folks, you have a person who is blind that depends on Vitran plus a federally subsidized program to get where they need to go, whether it's for medical or for work or whatever the case may be. They qualify for the service, they appropriately signed up, kept their records up to date and everything else. People got a job, but somehow people aren't getting where they need to go at all, and too often late. Like I say, if you need a doctor and the doctor show up too late, there's nothing they can do for you. So why is it unacceptable in one environment, and you know, I will tell you why. I will tell you why it's acceptable, right? Historically, persons with a disability, the mentality in the community was keep them home, don't bring them out here. So now we got those people who overcome the disability to get around enough. Okay? And folks, they're like, why are you coming here? Send somebody who can see you, Folks, I'm not making this stuff up. When Jared and I get on the road and we go someplace to a store and he go up to do his business, they want to talk to me. And I said, he could take care of his own business. From credit card to sign in to everything, he could take care of his own business. But there's this prejudice against persons with disability. We have to understand that it's there. Okay, it's there. It's one of those things, whether it's like racism or anything else, it's a form of prejudice that we have to root out. So you have people that have a job that's supposed to serve, to the benefit of these people, to help them to be in a situation where they're like everybody else, just another customer, another person, another citizen. And they going to use government transportation to transport their private people first before they come and do the pickup that they're supposed to do. Yes, folks. Sound familiar, right? Sound familiar. Oh, Lordy. Alright, line 2. Alright. Good thing. Good morning, WSTX.
I had to call.
You have to call? Lordy B. Jared, you have to call? I'm going on so bad?
If you want the number for public work function, it's 773 1664.
1664. Okay, so they got their own number.
Yeah.
And say I was going to call 1290 and go through 773 1290 and go through the operator and all of that.
That's the switchboard for
Right, 1290 is the switchboard.
yeah. But you remember when we went to communication and trailer and we say the building?
Yes.
That's their number over there.
Okay. So, oh Lord D. Oh Lord D. Okay. So what's the number again?
773 1664.
1664. Okay. Everybody out there who said that Gerard should have been here in the studio on time to be a part of this show, or to any place else he was supposed to be on time, call 773-1664 and ask him why he there. Okay? Alright? Cause he get up, he bathe, he shave, he comb his hair, he dress sharp and everything. Okay? Ready to go. Got on the cologne and everything else. I tell you, this man doesn't know how to move along. Alright? When he come on the scene, it's like a presence. Okay? Alright? And he will tell you, like 10 people next don't walk there. And then he say blind, right? Don't walk there, dog. You'll catch a big foot. Don't walk there. Yes. Okay, alright.
This is a thing that affects the entire clientele of Lytran Plus. Okay?
Alright.
The entire clientele of Lytran Plus. I know several people that are working and cannot get to their destination on time. Even the new person that's running the Center for Independent Living have a problem getting there on time.
Oh Lord, I'm glad you tell me that. I'm glad you tell me that.
They have to be to work for 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Why are they getting to work after 9?
Okay, Gerard, give me a second here. Let me talk to that for a quick second here, right? Folks, there's a organization here in the Virgin Islands, and they have a St. Croix office, okay? Affectionately referred to as independent living, okay? Independent living. What I tell you, if I can, I want to cook for myself. If I can, I want to bathe myself. If I can, I want to walk down the street myself. If I can, I want to seat myself. I want to open the door for myself. Independent living. This is something that a person who, because of accident, birth, whatever the case may be, find themselves in a situation, but they're not feeling sorry for themselves and sitting back and whatever. They want to be, as much as possible, an independent living person, right next to everybody else. Okay? Now, you have this office that's there to assist persons with disabilities. They have an office to open up at 8 o'clock in the morning. This non-profit organization get federal funds and whatever other support they can to operate here in the Virgin Islands to take care of our people. And they cannot get the person who does open the door there for 8 o'clock. What go on here? The gas tank full, the bus running, you got drivers. Why? I mean, short of a medical emergency that shifts them to another direction, why you can't make sure that that person is there on time? The private individuals who take their loved ones to drop them off there, they're showing up there and the door locked. They have to stay there and wait if they can. Is that how we treat our people? Well, you know, maybe they're doing like a Donald Trump and tell you don't believe what you see.
Well, if they don't want to believe it, so go there and sit and wait for 8 o'clock.
Exactly.
When the bus comes, the proof is in the pudding.
Anyhow, folks, this show is being recorded, is being streamed, and as a result of that, it's being stored on the internet also. So everything that I'm saying, I can be held to, and everything I'm saying about anybody else, they can be held to the extent that it is true. And if there's somewhere that Doug needs to be corrected, other than licks, I ain't taking no licks. Okay? Only mommy could beat me. And so far I get away from them.
Well, if they want a correction, they could report on me.
No, don't tell Jared. His correction gonna be more like torture. Okay.
No, I'm speaking in terms of a retraction or of the statements, which there will be no need of.
Okay.
Because it's actual facts. You know, there's a young lady that I hold near and dear to me that works for the Human Service Department. Put it that way. She has to be to work for 8 o'clock. She lives in Christian area. The building that she works in is in the by Carlton area. And she could never get there in the quiet time to work.
No.
Because of the same ignorance.
You know, Gerard, what could happen to that person? The wickedness in this place? Next thing you know, they're getting docked for being late and docked for being late, and then they say, well, you've been late so many times.
I don't tell them already, anytime they start doing that, let me know.
Well, let me know too.
I want documentation. No, yeah, I know. I will let you know.
Right.
But I want documentation. Anytime they start docking on because of violence, let me know.
But my point is, Gerard. My point is, you ain't asking for special treatment.
No.
You're asking just to be like everybody else.
Exactly.
And
but
you're
saying we ain't even asking. We're reserving a trip to go where we go. We need to go. And we paying for the trip. It's not like we're getting it for free.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that.
There's a lot of people think that we riding on that bus for free. It's not free. I mean, it's not as much as if you would pay a taxi. But
that's not the
it's
point.
a discounted price for persons with disabilities to take us to our appointments, to take us to our doctor's appointments, to take us if we need to go shopping, to take us if we have a job, to get us where we're going on time. Yes, it is a shared ride. We understand all of this. So, if you schedule a time, an hour to an hour and a half to 2 hours in advance to get where you're going, why are you late?
You see,
Explain this to me.
You see, the thing, you know, the thing of
They
it
ask
is,
us, listen, they ask us kindly if we have to go anywhere, schedule our time within an hour to an hour and a half prior, schedule the pickup to go where you're going because of, you know, the different various pickups, people that be picked up here and there and everywhere, right? I don't have no problem with that. I schedule my time accordingly. Okay? There is no reason why I should schedule my time for a 9 o'clock pickup, right? And get to where I need to be at 10:20 when my appointment is at 10:45. So you're done past the hour. You understand?
well, but let me break that down for me again. The pickup was 9 o'clock. Calculating to get there by 10:20 for an appointment at 10:45.
Yes.
An appointment that you almost didn't make because they ain't show up at all, and you went and blow the conch shell, ring the bell, whatever it
Yes.
was, and at the last minute they hustle up and find somebody to get you there, so you don't
Look,
get penalized.
Right. I had situations if I had to catch a plane to go to St. Thomas, and that's just a 20-minute ride between St. Croix and St. Thomas from the seaplane, right? That's 45 miles away. There's no way here that you have to go that is 45 miles from your home to your destination. Okay? This is not New York. This is not Florida, Atlanta. This is, you know, South Carolina, North Carolina, Kansas City. This is nowhere in the state. You can get anywhere you need to go within 20 minutes or a half hour.
You know what? Maybe we need to do, Gerard. Maybe we need to get every person with a disability to get them something like a GPS tracking device, so that every time they get on one of these vehicles, they could just turn it on, okay, and collect the data as to who was on at what time and at what time they got off. You know, but you know, this is something really that Vitran Plus itself need to do as a matter of accountability for their vehicles and where they are when an emergency come up, and they need to know who they're where. They could look right there on the screen and the GPS tells them where their vehicles are located. And they could tell somebody, okay, I know this is your plan thing, but this came up and this person's on your route, pick them up also, or whatever the case may be. You know, that's technology today.
Let me tell you something. Something as simple as riding the city buses, which are the cars, the 6-road buses, right? They're supposed to announce the stops, right? Every stop they're coming up on, they're supposed to announce the stop, whether it be, you know, Good Hope stop, Kmart, you know, wherever it is, if they have a first stop, they're supposed to announce the stops. Do you know that in riding these buses myself, me asking nobody telling me, I witness it myself, they do not announce these stops?
Lordy be. So I spoil when I go Washington D.C. and I ride in the metro there and they announcing the stops. I spoil. I come home to Virginia. I spoil
Yeah.
who I think I be.
Papa, now, when I did in the metro system in New York, they announce these stops. Okay? When I'm on the train, underground, they announce each stop, each station. Okay? So I know where I have to come off. I hear the name card. And when it stops, I exit the door and go up to the street. By myself.
Alright.
Okay?
I'm gonna put you on hold, Jared. I got some wait. Let me see if my folks telling me that I got a call first. Okay? So anyhow, go ahead.
mean, this is something I just tell people that I feel more at home, away from home, because it's conducive to my condition. When I go away, when I go to New York, I feel more alive. You understand? You were talking about the bus system. They had a bus company called Peter Pan running Vitron in the earlier years. Okay? And they took it away from them and put it under public works to run. And we already know our government can't run nothing, especially a bus system. Okay? The amount of buses they had on the road, the amount of drivers they had, you know, they had drivers for every shipper they do. Right now, they're lacking drivers. They have a problem hiring drivers, you know. And I want to know, when it was under Peter Pan, they hired so much drivers. They had about 80 people working for Riker and something around there. Between 80 and 100 people. They had the paratransit services to run till 10, 11 at night, according to the petrol buses from Sunday to Thursday. The petrol buses will run from Sunday to Thursday from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. Okay? Me asking you, I tell you, I've been there, seen it. I had my schedule. I used to ride bike from back then. When I don't feel like driving, I jump on a bike and bus because the action was there.
And
okay?
and let's remind people that when Tempo had announced the new station slash
oh gosh, when Tempo
they had a big opening out at Kramer Park. Kramer Park. And
they had 2 buses running back and forth, shuttling people. The big petrol bus was running people back and forth.
And it had people.
I know this because I used to be with this DJ. I know Carly, God rest his soul. But I used to be with him. Now we are playing up the mandolin. And we had another jam to go to. But before we left, we saw them setting up the stage and everything. And the buses was coming, flowing back and forth. Constant. Okay?
As we just said, people like peas.
Man, people like peas, they're right. You know? And I was like, wow. When they turned 2, they were the same thing.
Anyhow, I got somebody on line 1. Hold on. Okay?
Okay.
Hold on. Good morning, WSTX.
Yes, good morning, Second Lagason.
Say
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well, thank you. A little bit perturbed with our transport system here for persons with disabilities, but I'm doing well.
Okay, well, you tell Gerard, don't be on the phone. You had me waiting on the phone for a whole hour while he talking. Okay, next time,
tell yourself. Talk, he hearing you now.
Okay, Gerard, next time don't be on no house and calling them on phone. I been waiting for a whole hour. Okay, so now you were saying about Gerard. Wait, hold on. You were Captain. Wait. Hold on. What? Hold on. You, Douglas, were telling me that Gerard call me here, take a shower, put on the cologne. You forget one thing though.
What's that?
Drink tea.
You drink your tea?
Yeah, he drink your tea. Alright, you forget all about that there.
All of that, yes.
Yeah, the man will take care of himself. And listen, don't tell he anything, okay? Please, keep it quiet. Sunday is his birthday. He's making 22.
What?
Okay? Yeah, but don't tell he none. Don't say I say anything, okay?
What?
He's making 22 Sunday.
Oh my goodness, no, he could, Lordy be, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, big money, big
But don't say none.
Okay.
Yeah, don't say none, you know. Don't say none, okay? Please.
All right, though. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Canton. But what you all need to do with that Vitron, you see, I didn't text us. I can't do anything to help I out, but I could put in my little sense. I think everybody should get one morning
call Vitron, set an appointment for the same time, and see what's gonna happen. But to see what Vitron gonna do about it, like everybody call like 9 o'clock in the morning Tuesday, and say, okay, tomorrow we want to go Island Center for 12 o'clock. One going to the doctor for 12 o'clock. One going to Frederickstead for 12 o'clock. See what Vitron gonna do. See, I need to set them up in things like that to see what's going on with them.
But I think we got enough evidence, man. We got enough evidence. We ain't gotta set them up. We got enough evidence. Okay.
Okay, good, good.
What's your here? They just set up themselves.
Yeah. They just set up themselves, yes.
Okay. But the reality is it's about service, providing a service. If there's a reason you can't provide service, then come to the public and let them know what it is, and let's all get together and rally to make it happen. But a person with a disability is still a person.
Right. Here in Texas, when there's a bus can't come and pick you up and whatnot, I hear they have private care that are sent to go and pick up the person.
Yep.
They have a private company that say, okay, the bus them busy in this side, you go to such and such person, pick them up and drop them there for us. For the person to get there at point.
They do the same thing in New York.
And Massachusetts, especially for education, to make sure that those children get to their places of education.
Correct.
Yeah.
I have a that I get right now a big downtown Manhattan. Like a big shot.
Captain, talking about Gerard. The president when he was in St. Croix, I hear he went and shake Gerard's hand.
Gerard didn't take me, son.
How you mean? I hear the man come looking for Joe Biden.
All right.
And shake your hand and everything and give you a bottle of champagne.
So that's why they didn't pick you up on time. They're jealous. Okay?
Right. That's why.
If he had did that, all of them would have done me for you. I recommend it.
All he has to do is tell Joe Biden, listen, you paying these people and then picking me up. Yeah. So, Gerard, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
All right, brother?
Thank you.
All right, you take care, and you make sure you get a 22 candle on the cake.
22 candle?
Yeah, you making 22? Huh?
I will take that.
Okay, good. Oh, you're 16. Which one?
I will take the 22. That means a legal to drink.
Okay, good. To drink the champagne from Joe Biden.
All right.
All right, brother. You take care and keep fighting the fight.
All right, Kier. You take care there in Texas. Good hearing your voice.
All right, brother.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Care.
All right.
All right. Hold on a second, Jerry. Okay, got you back now.
Yeah.
Got you back. Hold on a second. Let me put you on pause a second. Somebody on the line?
Good morning, Mr. Canton. How you doing?
Yes, good morning, sir. How you doing?
How you doing on this most beautiful morning? In the
Well, like I just tell the other person, I'm a little bit perturbed because our people with disability can't get where they're supposed to go on time with all this federal money coming in here to subsidize the system and everything else. It's a shame that people can't get to walk on time. All right? The people just like every other people.
Put it this way, and again, and I was speaking about this here yesterday in as much radio station that I could, and I'm asking permission to speak on it. But we talking about evaluating. I mean, does Vitron have an evaluation system? Does they have a little drop box that I could write a little note, fill it out, and drop it inside the bus regarding the service?
Well, you know,
to the Vitron bus stop.
But that ain't the real issue, you know. The real issue is what they're going to do with it when they get it.
Hold on, though. I think what
are they going to do?
If you go on the website, the website for Vitron, I can't remember the website right now, but I think it's associated with Public Works website. If you go on there, you should find the link to go to it. There is a evaluation form. but I'm not
Okay, so now,
sure.
so now they have it, right? Whether it's on their website or in the bus, we should be able to see the complaint, whether it was positive or negative, because when people hear people feel, complain, people believe, you understand me, it could be positive or negative, you understand me?
Right.
But what I'm saying is, whether it's online or in the bus, as the results, has it been published so that we could see, passenger XYZ said the bus is never on time. We are working diligently to addressing this, perhaps this week here. You understand me? Provide us a detail. People here in the Virgin Island, right? Do you go to a restaurant? When I go to a restaurant, I'm sorry if I sound like I die all over the place, but when I go to a restaurant, my tip or the tip is determined based on the service, Number one, then the food flavor,
I hear you.
I do the same thing.
I said,
especially if the food ain't taste good, I don't eat nothing.
All right.
my thing is this year, when I go out to eat, I go order what I want. If you can't cook lobster like we do cook it, as long as your service was excellent, I'm going to enjoy that meal. Because service means more to me. You understand me?
But
the actual things.
I hear you.
Right.
But my point is that the things that we're talking about, this is the part that's really irate, have me really irate. The things we're talking about, they don't know. It has become business as usual.
Well, let me see documented data on it. That's all I'm asking for. Let me see documented data.
He bring up a good point with the restaurant, because I have a unique experience going into restaurants, right? Because as everybody know, I'm a blind individual, right? And a lot of times I go in these places by myself, and the waitress will be like, she brings the menu and put it on the table, and I go like, excuse me, ma'am, could you assist me with this menu, because I can't see the reading. She's like, oh, really? I said, yes, I am blind. She said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And she starts to read the menu, or she'll read the special, they have the special for the day, or whatever, and then it's a whole different person that comes out of that one individual at times, which does be so kind that it'll be unbelievable. And then there's some people that will be like, oh, well, if you're blind, what are you doing here?
Wow, exactly. That's what I'm telling you. That's correct. That is so correct. Customer service means everything. So we need to be doing survey. We don't do it with tourists. I used to work for TSA. I retired as a supervisor from TSA health management position. To the airport, the Department of Tourism is there asking the tourists them question, how was this day, how was the experience? How come they can't ask the local people them that using government services? You understand me? Why is it that Mr. Bus Driver Joe always on time, but Mr. Driver Smith always late? I understand. That's how.
Nobody likes a black eye.
Okay.
But you have to confront these challenges.
All right.
I agree with you, but
and be prepared for them.
Nobody want to be the bad guy. You got supervisor that want to be friend with everybody.
Listen, I always been in a supervisory position, right? And if everybody like you're a supervisor, and everybody like you ain't doing your job. You're not doing your job.
I was a manager of a business, and my motto was if I have to do your job, you don't have one. Okay?
That's correct. That's correct. The other day, right? I was watching a video on YouTube. I was watching this mega yacht. This billionaire owned this yacht, and he has his elevator, and then he has the crew elevator. And I put down this comment: if the crew is good enough to clean my room and cook for me and do everything for me, they're good enough to use my elevator. Mr. Well, my God, you don't want to see the amount of comments. I get positive comments too. You understand me?
Well, you see, the problem is, my friend, there are people that don't look like you and I, that don't like people like you and I. And that's the bottom line. They just want
But
us
Jared,
to clean.
wait.
And then the trainers not to like each other.
But
Or like ourselves.
now you're bringing it home. The reality is, they have people who don't like other people for different reasons, but the result is the same in terms of double standards in service or double standards in treatment or whatever the case may be. I really don't care who it coming from. It's wrong and I won't tolerate it. Okay? That's my point. So I don't want to get off the rails there, because badness will come from all corners. Okay?
Exactly.
And right now, the Virgin Islands government is a very unique government in the context of being part of the United States, because who run things? We run things. Okay?
Yeah.
And if it running bad, we running it bad.
The always been said that there is unity in strength, right? So like I was talking about with our school student, right? I asked Peggy Moore about the evaluation of teachers, and she proceeded to explain it to me. Well, I said, I'm suggesting that we have an end of course. Let's say the semester is over. You took your final exam. I think the Department of Education should have a team that's going to go in there with a survey to survey the student about the teacher, the learning environment, everything, the classroom, everything. I think they should be doing that and tell the student, regardless if the teacher pass you or they pass you, put aside your feelings, put aside everything and be honest so we can help you and or help the teacher. Because if a bunch of students is saying Teacher Joe is doing a good job in teaching math, and another set is saying Teacher Smith is doing a bad job, then we could address Teacher Smith. You understand me? But you go ahead, sorry.
No. I hear you. I will have to run in a second here because we will have.
I see you stop at the hour, but
right.
Just saying that if we don't involve our students, our children, remember, these young adults getting ready to enter the real world.
That's right.
To start to give them responsibility.
That's right.
They just be asking for these things, and we don't always say they got enough. Give them additional, challenge them, and give real responsibility. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Good thing. I will have to run. Okay? Gerard, hold on. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. I'll see if we're gonna get the top of the hour here, but definitely, I have to do my community calendar, which you can do that with me, Gerard. That's not a problem. The conversation is recorded. When I get back, I will get the audio. I'll splice it and I'll send a copy to the commissioner if he wants to have his personal hearing and hear for himself what the conversation was. Because the last thing I want is for this to be a conversation and we talk and we talk and we talk and it goes nowhere other than the ears of the people. Okay, Jared, you there? Yeah. Okay. I really want to be able to have something better to say. Now, having said that, right? Okay, I went to to the folks at motor vehicle the other day, and in less than 10 minutes, maybe closer to 5, I was in and I was out. My business was done. My car was got a sticker and out, everything was done. And I had nothing but good things to say. And I try to not have the bad things to say because I rather take it through channels and have them improve through channels. And I want to, because a lot of times there's so much good in the community, but we have gotten into this thing that any one little thing go wrong, it wipe out everything that's good. That's all you hear is about the one thing that's wrong, you know. We have to break ourselves out of that. We have to realize that there's people out there want to keep us in that negativity treadmill, and to the total ignoring of the positive things that going on. Okay, well, let me tell you, right? I was on the road the past couple of days, and I was assisting an elder with an issue that they had with their phone. So we went to, I don't keep saying innovative, but I want to insult nobody via. I want to insult nobody and say Viteco via. But anyhow, you know what I mean. So we were there, and this young lady, I gon' call her name, not her first name, but Miss Shang, assisted us. Okay? And I thanked her every time because it was several times the interaction. We had to understand what was going on and explain it to her. And she was very, very helpful. Okay? Now, one example, motor vehicle, government service. One example, in this case, the private sector. The customer service was off the chart. Okay? Off the chart. And as far as I'm concerned. All right? And you have these examples, and when they happen, I want to say it. I want to give credit to all the people who do good things in these versions, all the people who are diligent in their job, whether it's private sector or public sector. I want to give them credit. So if you hear me complain about something, you know that, well, okay, he had already talked about the 99 good things that happened. So.
you need to bring a camera and shadow me one of these days.
Uh-huh.
Go in there and see how they'll be like kind of skittish.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you don't pick up these things. You'll be like, what are you doing?
Okay, your voice going down there, that's okay.
No, I said, did it be like, what he doing here? He's supposed to come with somebody. Like how he gonna do this?
Okay.
Like that's skepticism.
Right. Okay. Well, I need to talk.
I get
Mm-hmm.
I get it all the time.
Yeah.
It don't bother me, but I would like for somebody else to experience it sometimes to see like what it is I had to be talking about.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I just want to do the right thing and give credit where credit is due, because like I said, whenever it's something negative, you hear about it from here till kingdom come, right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I've had both good and bad. So.
Okay. Now
I ain't have nothing negative to say about it.
Okay. Well, Gerard, I gotta get this one in quick, and I ain't asking nobody to call about it more than I want you to listen and understand what's going on. Okay. There is something going on with WAPA that's causing fluctuation of power. I'm going to invite them to come in here to talk about it and explain to us what's happening and what is causing it and what's the prognosis for getting it fixed. Okay? Because I have, let's say, like anybody who do the kind of work that I do, you might have $20,000-$30,000 worth of electrical equipment that's depending on WAPA. Well, I have what they call UPS, uninterruptible power supply, and before that I have a line conditioner, and then before that I have a surge suppressor, right? So I trying to make sure as much as possible, one, if WAPA go off, I could save my work. Okay, and if WAPA comes through with a surge, you gotta meet a surge suppressor first to a line conditioner next to my UPS next before you get to my equipment. Okay, but what it does is that my UPS, whenever WAPA goes too low, you hear the click, the UPS kick in. So even though the light's still there on, the UPS kick in to make sure that the clean power is what's going to my equipment. And okay, so that's going clicking all day long. My fan in the room going, and it come back. The light, okay? If you have a LED light, it get bright when the fan goes up, and then when the fan goes down low, the light get dim. Okay? Well, that is stressful on some pieces of electronic equipment, and it will fail eventually, not necessarily from a surge, but from operating outside of the range it should operate in. Okay, so if the range is 110 to 120, when it go up to 130, it's out of the range. When it go down to 105 or 100, it's out of the range, and it's stressing that electronic equipment. I want to know, everybody really needs to know, why this is happening. If it turns out that XYZ piece of equipment is failing or not in compliance and we need to replace it, okay, because when the time comes and you got to replace it, you got to do whatever, shut down power here, whatever the case may be, and we have it on order, it's going to be here in the next 6 weeks, the next 2 weeks, or we don't have money to add one. I mean, we need to know and be able to protect our equipment. And with that, I just want to say that I'm going to be inviting them to come and tell us what's going on. Okay? Because this is my house don't control the power coming in. The power coming in, going up and down, that is a function of WAPA. A function of WAPA through the transformer that feeds the several houses where I am, and everything else back to WAPA. So we need to find that out, because as I talk to people, it's not just my neighborhood, it's all over the place. Okay, now if it's a Christiansted area only, if it's all of Frederiksted only, we need to know what's going on. So folks, I will invite them to come in and talk about it. I don't want to get into any discussion with it beyond that, because at least now you know what we're experiencing up here in the East. If you're experiencing it too, now you know. I want to get into the community calendar here a little bit. Okay, I believe this is Thursday. So you know, all the galleries are there all the time and everything. And anyhow, for you to be able to go and see Kane Roots Gallery, I want to say thank you to all of the people who worked to make the literary festival and book fair the success that it was. Thursday, interacting with the students in the schools. Friday, the official opening at UVI. Saturday, starting off with the Bush Tea social, and going through the day with all the workshops and everything that else that they did on Sunday also. It was fantastic. You know, you had the St. Croix Children's Museum had a tent out there, and the interaction that was going on out there also. It was a real credit, as it has been over the years, to the people involved in doing it. You know, Alsace Lewis Brown is kind of at the forefront, but she will be the first one to tell you that it was everybody who were doing their part and throwing in, including all the sponsors, that really made it happen. She is just a person at the front in that sense, but all of them together made it happen, and I just want to say congratulations to them for another very successful literary festival and book fair. If you missed the Bush Tea Social, Miss Sun, they had a spread there. It was nice. Okay, it was nice. The Bush Tea was nice. The saltfish was nice. The chop was nice. The let me stop, okay? Cause I didn't have breakfast this morning. Let me stop. You see how it'll be bad to mean to myself sometimes? Anyhow, but it was just so good, I had to talk about it. Hey, you know, next year April, put it on your calendar. The Literary Festival and Book Fair. Make sure you check it out, and in particular, the Bush Tea Social on Saturday morning. They'll start from 7 o'clock. They were there on time. The food was there on time and ready to go. I telling you, it was good, 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 good. Anyhow, they had great discussions, poetry readings, all kind of stuff. And Gerard, remember we had the Saline brothers in here? You there, Gerard? Anyhow.
Yeah.
What's the name of the business again?
I just muted because of the boys them chopping.
Oh, okay. No, ain't bothering on this end, but Boomerang Eats. Our boys from Boomerang Eats.
Yes.
You know one of them is an author?
Oh yeah?
My son, and the book sweet, you know. The book sweet.
I need to write you a letter.
We gotta get him in here. We gotta get him in here to read some of what he read at the book fest. So that it was sweet, okay?
Okay.
It was good. So
I talking about the letter to remind him about it.
Well, we could follow up on everything, you know, one time. But I'm just saying it's just another good reason for us to get him in here. Okay, him and his brother. Either which way, I'll follow up. Okay.
So he wrote a book.
Gerard, our people talented, my son. You can't.
Well, I know we are. I mean, look at myself.
Yeah, no, I understand. Okay, stroke yourself. Anyhow, but
I just did facetious.
I know. But I had to get that in there because it was a great event, and we had people from all over the world. All over the world, meaning that we had our local people that were standing out, shining stars, just like everybody else. But as a seasoning of the world was there for us to really enjoy to that level. Okay, it's great. I mean, anyhow, I just wanted to get that in. So let me talk a little bit about the community calendar and some of what we got coming up now. I know October is a long time from now, but that October is when we have the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have the folks for Relay for Life used to do their things then and everything else, and you know they have a ride for cancer, okay, support that's planned for October. So I'm mentioning it October 6th. We don't want to mark the calendar from now. You know, cancer is one of those things that touches all of us, and every effort that we're doing to bring our forces to kick cancer backside out of tongue, I'm gonna be there to tell everybody about it. Okay? All right, good thing. But
Doug, can I say something before you move on from October?
Yeah.
October 15th, White Cane Safety Day.
White Cane Safety Day. All right.
Yeah, October 15th, National White Cane Safety Day.
All right.
Don't forget.
Good thing. All right. So coming back to where we are now, yes, go downtown and enjoy the various places there that have their art studios, the various art studios, and enjoy your wine and cheese where it have it. But remember to eat your cheese responsibly. Okay, you eat too much cheese, you know you're going to interfere with mahogany tree and guardrail and thing. All right, eat your cheese responsibly. Good thing. Anyhow, now the national parks from time to time have what they have free entrance days, and I see that here on April 22nd, the first day of National Park Week. Okay, so you should be able to go to the fort or wherever else. If they have a fee to charge, it's a free day that day. Okay, in April 22nd. Okay, they have other days, but in other months. So we're in April 22nd. I got a baby sister that got a birthday on that day too. So anyhow, coming up in 2 here. So just to let you know about that, and folks, you were expecting the Taste of St. Croix, but remember now that has been moved. That has been moved to June. So please today we used to be the scheduled day, but it ain't today. It is in June. All right. So check your calendar and get the information as to the check their website and everything about when that is. Now today, Thursday, again also we have Fort Frederick Beach. No, not today. Not today. Not today. That's next month. I'm sorry, I gotta fix that. That's 10 Sleepless Nights going to be having a beach jam next month, May 20th, not April 20th. Okay. Now I saw this announcement here, Paradise 48 Film Festival. For all of those people that are into making videos and want to try a thing, they have a 48-hour challenge. Let's call that a challenge, okay? All right, and that's coming up in June. But you have to know about it from now to plan from now. But in 48 hours, based on a particular theme or whatever, you're gonna have to, or whatever their directions are as far as the rules for doing this. They're gonna have 48 hours, not to make a cake, not to make callaloo, but to make a movie. It could be about cakes and callaloo, but hey, whatever you choose, right? And it's going to be a contest. You want to know more about it? You could go to www.paradise48.com. 48 meaning 48 hours in which to write, shoot, edit, and score a short film. Okay? And that's coming up. So I just wanted to say that so folks out there can know about it and start working on it. All right? They got a whole bunch of sponsors here, of course, from Tourism First Bank, West Indies, Lottery, Oswald Avenue, St. Thomas Federal Credit Union, the WTJX folks, Colormax, Westline, and more. So we'll talk about that more since it's in June. Okay? Now, today is April 20th. That means that if all things work the way they're supposed to work, tomorrow gonna be the 21st. Anyhow, there's a program, Art St. Croix, which is curated by Lucien Downs, and it's at the Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts from 4 to 8 p.m. They have in their opening ceremony is $25. So they're gonna have a cash bar, they're gonna have music and food. Okay, the food is gonna be by the folks from Under the Gooseberry Tree, and that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Yeah, $25. I check that out too. They're gonna be good, first class. Yep. Okay. And of course, they have discounts for members. So, Gerard, maybe we need to go to Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts tomorrow night, man. What do you say?
I think in the same thing.
Well, we'll have to discuss it. Anyhow, just let you know, right there on the waterfront, Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts, Art St. Croix, curated by Lucien Downs, tomorrow evening from 4 to 8 p.m. And the food is going to be by Under the Gooseberry Tree. So walk with your $25. If you're a member of the Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts, you'll get a discount. Okay? And the food gonna be good. You keep hearing me say that, right? The food gonna be good. Yes. All right.
Yeah, the food's gonna definitely be good.
All right. Good thing.
I can vouch for it.
You can vouch for it. All right. Good thing. Good thing. Good Hope Country Day School is having the musical Grease starting April 21st through the 23rd, and then the following week, the 28th through the 30th, meaning Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On those 2 weekends, this weekend and the following weekend, 8 p.m. at the Good Hope Country Day School Pavilion. All right? Good thing. All right, it's $15 for general admission. All right? Good thing. So, definitely support our students, and they get out there and they get on the stage, Those of us who would have to have some liquid courage first before we get on our stage and remember our lines, hopefully. Okay, so support the children of Good Hope Country Day School with their musical of Greece, April 21st to the 23rd and the 28th to the 30th. Okay, all right, good thing. Now, I just want to say that the Arts St. Croix thing that's going on tomorrow is part of a sequence of various activities they have going on the 22nd. Also, so on the 22nd, they're gonna have a fundraiser going on there. Miss Derry and friends gonna be there. Oren Levine Quartet is gonna be there. Jeff Dawson Trio. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. And Elena B Artistry is gonna be on site there for a brunch, sip and paint. All right. So the Derry and them gonna be there after 3 p.m. till 10 p.m. because they got plenty of entertainment there with all three different groups and guests that going to be there. And then so from 10:30 to 1:30 they have the sip and paint going on. Yeah, and they got a weekend package for that where you could get Friday, Saturday and you know everything that's going on all in one package for a lower price. But you check out Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts for that information and make your decision accordingly. All right. Moving right along here, I see Jazz and Swing Night on April 21st. Okay, and that's number 55 Company Street. I believe that's Levels. But in any event, you're going to be featuring Yoshia Daniels, Howard Phillips, Kevin Rames, Devin Carrington, Vernon Douglas. Yes! And you know what, folks? It's free. Alright? Live music. And of course, you know they're going to have the bar and whatever other little knickknacks to eat and stuff like that, right? So check it out. From 7 to 9 p.m. Jazz and Swing Night. Alright. Good thing. Okay. Now, I hope you know about the night at the museum that the folks at the folks for the St. Croix Children's Museum have planned for you. All right, and that's the 22nd. Okay, and it's going to be at the St. Croix Yacht Club, night at the museum. You have the opportunity to connect with your inner child in the process. Hey, check it out. So, Children's Museum on the move. Of course, if you can't make it, you know, just make a donation anyhow, because they're working hard to get their building set up and everything else so that they're going to have a home so they can host you and the children for all of their special events when they're not out on the road doing special events. Yeah. All right. So, connect with your inner child and support their goal of extending their reach to more through a permanent home. They'll have a silent and a live auction, an informal dinner, and lots of fun. It's all happening on April 22nd at the St. Croix Yacht Club. Book your spot today, folks. All right, that's how you do it. Now, for tickets, you could go to Children's Museum stx.homeqtego.net. Now, the best way to deal with this is to go to Facebook and find the ad or give the folks at the yacht, not the yacht club in St. Croix Children's Museum a call, get in touch with them. Oyoko is the person that I know of. You know, there's certain people that's at the front of things, Oyoko Lovin'. There's certain people, so I call her name. If you see her, if you got her number, give her a call or whatever. She'll gladly give you the information you need to support the Children's Museum of St. Croix. All right? Good thing. Oh, yeah. Tennis, folks. Coming up in May from 5th through the 7th. Announcing it from early, from the May 5th through the 7th. Yes. At the St. Croix Tennis Club right there, folks. You pass it all the time there in Beeston Hill. All right. And it's a 3-day thing. They're going to have dinner on Friday by Mobile Melee, and they're gonna have No Problemo in the house. And Saturday they're having a brunch by Sunny Show Up, and the dinner by the Bistro, and they're gonna have DJ Corral. And then Sunday they'll have brunch by Sunny Show Up again, and dinner by Teddy's, and Kurt Schindler doing also performing, and they're gonna have an auction. But the key thing here is they're going to have this tournament and fundraiser going on the 5th through the 7th. Support the tennis club and what they do, especially the opportunities for our young people to get tennis training. Right now, I have a group of children that are out there at Buccaneer every Tuesday and Thursday, thanks to a collaboration between the Sports Parks and Recreation and the Buccaneer Hotel. Man, they're having a ball and they're learning. I tell you, between them and what's going on at the tennis club there, you just never know who you're gonna run into. All right, yeah, Serena might show up too. You just never know. While we training the new Serena, okay, or the new Djokovic or whoever, you know. The bottom line is our children got talent, and I'm glad to see between folks like the tennis club and Sports Parks and Recreation and Buccaneer that we're giving them avenues where they can discover their talent and excel at it. All right, good thing. All right, yeah, we got the Battle of the Agencies is scheduled for the 20th of May. All right, and that is going to be very, very interesting. I believe it's going to be at Kramer Park. Now, that was rescheduled for March, so it's going to be got all the different agencies, and they're going to have the different events, and they're going to be competing for bragging rights and money. Yeah. All right, it's all good. And as I mentioned earlier, on the same date, the 20th of May, you're going to have a beach jam. 10 Sleepless Nights and Friends gonna be out there doing it, folks. Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, they're gonna be doing it there with some other folks. Let me get back to them here and tell you specifically who we got, when and where. Okay, got thrown off here in my events. Okay. We've got with 10 Sleepless Nights. I see that Vio International gonna be there. The II Cultural Dance folks gonna be out there. They're gonna have the Moko Jombies out there, DJ Poyo. All right, and that's going to be Fort Frederick Beach from 12, okay, to when y'all done, okay, from 12 till you're done. So you know it's going to be lots of fun. Mark your calendar. Make sure you could check it out. Now the St. Croix Animal Welfare Center is having a program, a fundraiser on the 27th of May. It's called the Howling 20s, a 1920s speakeasy event fundraiser for the St. Croix Animal Welfare Center. And that's at May 27th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. All right. And now, you know what the speakeasy is, right? Okay, the place you have to have a password to be able to get in, because back in them days when people used to harass people for going out there and dancing and dressing up ways that weren't acceptable, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you didn't have on a crocus bag from your head to your toe, you know, you just weren't doing the right thing. And what's yet to have alcohol in the place? So anyhow, you check it out, because they're going to transport you back in time to an era of glamour, music, drinks, and dancing in true speakeasy fashion, right? Yes, they're keeping the location secret, so to speak, for now. All you got to do is get your flapper dresses ready, your pinstripe suit ready, and so forth and so on, and make contact with them. Yes, because this is how you do it. St. Croix Animal Welfare Center. Check in with those folks and they'll give you all the details. All right, definitely. And if you're not gonna go, just make sure that you make a donation anyhow. All right. Now you'll be able to get your tickets at Eventbrite. Okay, and when you get your ticket, you just show up and your ticket is your password. Okay, to get in. So it's all coming together, folks. The Howling 20s, a fundraiser by St. Croix Animal Welfare Center. Okay. All right. Now, as we head toward June, we know that we got graduations going on. We know that summer camps getting ready to kick in tutus and all this other stuff. So pretty soon we're going to be start talking about the summer camps and the different organizations that are going to have stuff going on. And then as June reaches July, we're going to have the Folk Life Festival, which will cross over starting from June 24th all the way through July 3rd. And of course, this being 175th Emancipation celebration going on, you're going to have all kind of things going on there with Folk Life Festival. We'll talk about those events another time. Because for now, that's it what I have for the community calendar. A couple of things that folks have sent me some things here, and I'm going to talk about. I got some text that came in, one of which is from the folks at the St. Croix Board of Realtors. You know, they've been in here a couple of times and talk about what's going on. They've got a new president in a new year and new president-elect. And so here we go. And they have a Fair Housing Expo coming up on Saturday, April 22nd. And that's from 9 to 4 at the UVI Great Hall. So, on the 22nd, from 9 to 4 at the UVI Great Hall. Right? Now, I also have another announcement here that I have to make before, you know, I want to make sure I stay on good terms with certain people. My good friend Maria Friday, talking about the class of 73 folks, CHS class of 1973. They have an important class meeting going on Thursday, April 27th, okay, at 1 p.m. It's going to be at Geno's Place in the Lorraine Shopping Center across from the police building. Please make every effort to attend. It's discussing the 50th Golden Jubilee activities, all right? So it's important. We want you to know, get the word out so you'll be able to participate. Yes. Good thing, good thing. Just say it again here. Class meeting for the class of 1973. Yes, that's next Thursday, April 27th at 1 p.m. at Geno's Place in the Lorraine Shopping Center across from the police building. Please make every effort to attend. It's about the 50th Golden Jubilee coming up. Yes, graduation and presentation and representation, the whole 9 yards. All right? So, folks, when you see me on the road, don't make the mistake of ever suggesting that Synchro ain't got nothing to do. Synchro got it going on. Okay? All right? Okay, good thing. Don't try and trip me up.
Hmm? It just ain't got nothing to do for blind people.
that's what those who don't know better might say.
Okay?
Boy. Because anyway, I just spot this guy named Jared at Jazz in the Park and Sunset Jazz and at cooking classes at Curry Museum Center for the Arts and at eating food from under the gooseberry tree, among other places. Yes, this a proper walkabout, you know. Don't mind me. Anyhow, go ahead, Jared.
Don't put my business out there like that, man.
All right, it's all good, right?
Yeah, man, yeah, good, but listen, I gotta run. I gotta keep listening, though.
Yeah, well, anyhow, before you run, okay, I just want to tell everybody that listening, I'd like to hear Jared hear from the station to make that trip to come to the station so we could have all the lines free to entertain the public, okay? Call Vitran Plus 773-1664. I asked them why Jared wasn't picked up to be here this morning. Not just this morning, folks. When I say that, it's not about this morning. It's about the quality of service all year round. Okay? This going on for too long, and we want the public to get involved. The man,
And they don't even need to use my name. Just ask them why they can't pick up people in general.
yes, yes.
Because
You just a scapegoat. So everybody in Vichan Plus can cut up the eye at you now.
well, they don't cutting it up already.
Oh yeah? All right. Okay. So you're done famous. Anyhow.
I can't see, but another person will be doing it. I reach to the point. I believe in right now that it's becoming to the point where it's being spiteful.
Okay. Well, let's.
I kind of feel so because I can't believe this is happening all the time like that.
Right. Okay.
You know.
Well,
I believe that they're being spiteful for past.
But wait no. They went and had sensitivity training the other day, and service get worse.
You understand?
Oh my goodness, man! Oh my goodness! You schedule and set up sensitivity training, and service get worse.
When you hear a driver say he ain't care about the EC in the back as long as in front of the EC, you know something wrong with them drivers.
Yeah, he don't care about nobody but himself. Long as he got a job and getting paid, he don't care. I could be miserable on the bus. Okay, you could get his stroke on the bus as far as he concerned, as long as he cool.
Yeah, they have a couple of buses with air conditioning in the back don't work.
All right. Well, we're going to invite the commissioner and his designees to come in here and talk about Vitran Plus and what can be done.
He gonna run for you as usual.
You think he gonna run? I know former Commissioner Petty, he was running left and right. He was running.
Yeah, this one is a run too.
You think so? Well, I gonna give you a chance. Not necessarily a benefit of a doubt. Cause I ain't walking in with no doubts in my mind.
I deal with him briefly, last year when he got in, But we keeping hope alive.
All right.
Yeah, we keeping hope alive. But what we need to do is send a letter to the chief executive of the government and see what he says.
Well, I go tell you, I gonna approach it different than that. I think before you get there, let's give the commissioner a chance and his people a chance. You follow what I'm saying? All right, I know, everybody running to the governor for everything, and I'm saying you got lieutenants and they have skills, management or otherwise, and at least they should, okay? And we're gonna give them a chance to show this stuff, okay?
Well, I reach the point where a lot of people just say, yeah, we can do this, we can do that, and then when they leave the discussion, nothing changes.
All right. Well, let's.
But I'm hoping that it makes a difference. But if it doesn't, we're gonna have to go to the top of the food chain and deal with that because something needs to be done.
Yep.
Something needs to be done.
Yep.
And some of the people that we have in charge, Vicran was handpicked by the chief executive.
Mm-hmm.
They was released by the former governor, and he bring them back there.
All right.
And when they was released, and they had other people in place, Vicran ran a lot smoother. Now these two back in position, and everything is up in arms and thing.
Yeah.
So my thing is, that's why I say maybe we need to go to Lee, because he's the one that put him in it.
Well, you get me involved, and I want to go through the process of giving the chain of command the opportunity to work. Okay.
Well, like I said, we could try that avenue.
Okay.
But if that don't work, we'll go on the fourth avenue.
Okay, and I wanted to keep your ears to the ground, to the wall, to whatever, and definitely keep your eyes open, because I see one F. Louis making a lot of noise, a lot of positive noise about moving into that new building, or I should say that temporary building, and about construction starting and running over the next 6 7 years to get this new hospital. Okay, so
they claim they're moving in there by the 28th
yeah, so
of this month.
yeah, so they even asking the community to if you don't have to be driving up and down in that area to refrain from doing it. They restrict their visiting hours so they got more time to move and everything else. So my thing is, if it means an improvement in the services available and moving more expeditiously toward getting a new hospital that is hardened against hurricane winds and has proper escape mechanisms in the case of fire, hey, I'm all there for them. Okay.
I hope at the end of the day that the plumber that they hang up put PVC instead of cast iron. So you have to run into that nonsense problem again.
Oh yes. No, I will believe that they have learned. The technology has changed. You can't find cast iron pipe to buy no more. Oh Lordy.
Them that build one way, they need a good old fashioned way they didn't call it a planar thing.
Yes.
So you wrap up the machete and you newspaper and you beat a man with it, the broadside.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh.
I hear you. I mean, in this day and age, you want to know how they really did that for truth. But anyhow, it is what it is.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's disheartening. I grew up here and I see things unfold from a child, and I see some of the people that were in power at the time still was trying to cling to power, and they were part of the problem.
Yes. Well, it's so funny because you said grow up here as a child. Well, Darby grew up here before you grew up here, and we grew up here. And he will tell you about plumbing issues and people who are afraid to do the right thing, and people who fight him when he tried to do the right thing, and everything else. PVC been around for quite some time, but when PVC came out, all the people who all they know was cast iron pipe didn't believe that this thing could have worked. And so they wanted to stick with what they know. And sometimes technology change. You gotta change with the times. With the times.
Because, as you and I know, what happens to iron?
It rusts.
With water?
It rusts.
Okay.
Yeah. If that pipe could last 50 years, PVC could last 200. Why are we gonna go?
Right.
Why are we gonna go with cast iron in these days and times? But anyhow, it happened, and it is what it is, and those people will forever be anonymous because they don't get any money and gone, and whatever.
They probably done gone down there and outside
all of that. So, but the important thing is that we learn and we do better. Okay?
But I hope we learn. Put it that way.
Yeah.
We don't think that we learn, and people still go back and do the same choke business.
All right.
All right, Dougie.
We had a good day today. In spite of Vitran Plus and everything, we had a good day today.
Yeah.
And it's
I would done say call the driver at the port like 6:35. He said, yeah, I got you, but first he said, but the guy marked down for 7:30. I said, but you know it's 7 o'clock, it might be tough. He said, yeah, man, I ain't stupid. I know what time you're going for.
Uh-huh.
So he said, I got to drop this lady back. The same lady was telling about how messing up my trip and I told him, man. So I said, he said, don't worry, man, we all need, blah, 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 right? So when I see 7:20 come, I said, Jesus Christ, you mean that I'm doing the same thing again, man? So I am the West End, right? Now, by the time he picks me up and he hits to come up there, we don't meet traffic. There's no way, as then he picks me up, I can get up there for the required time because of traffic.
Well, Gerard, the interesting thing about it is you got a mouthpiece here at WSTX, okay? All right. So if they ain't doing right, you got a mouthpiece to tell the whole world about it, and they still don't care.
They don't care. But you see, when in a little while, I'm going to call his boss, which is the operations manager. I have her phone number.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna give her a call, like I told you prior, and I'm gonna have a conversation with her and give her clear warning. The next step that is going to happen if this nonsense don't stop.
Yeah, well, it's
So,
unfortunate that,
so
that we have to give them
she
kind of warnings.
yeah, 'cause she when she starts, they got to listen. 'Cause she's their boss.
Yeah, but the question is her boss supporting her? That's the next thing we got to look
But
at.
well, she's basically the head.
Gerard,
Her boss is the commissioner.
but Gerard, let me tell you a real truth about here in the Virgin Islands, right? Okay,
Mhm.
some governors need to put some people in place. Don't be calling me to go and deal with your commissioner. And this is a problem we've had over the years where you got certain lines of friendship and things like that going on, and subordinates having more say with their governor than the commissioner they put in place. When all you're asking the person to do is to do their job.
So I
Okay?
say like this.
I'm not saying that's going on now, but I'm just saying that that is a problem that we've had in this community. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know, I agree with you. But you see, we like it so because we like to vote according to who we like because they give you money, they give you this, they give you that. You don't. People don't vote on the issues. If people start voting on the issues and set aside the feelings for the individuals that they're voting for, you'll have a different outcome come election day. With that, Doug,
Yep.
have a blessed and wonderful Thursday. Okay?
All right, you do the same.
Like I said, I'll be listening.
When I leave out of here, I'm going to look for some gooseberry down there. It look like the gooseberry then coming in or done come in, so I'm going to look for some gooseberry.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the other day I was thinking, when I say, I was from Dog away. I just tell them myself that the other day. I said, what?
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
All right.
those are things. Yeah. But anyway,
Okay then. You have a great, fantastic, outstanding day.
you do the same.
All righto. Yes, folks. WSTX AM 970. I know you had to suffer through my voice. Jared kind of softened it up a little bit by adding his. All right, but I'm going to tell you, folks, it's just like that. It's just like that. You just have to know. You just have to know that this is a wonderful place to live, to visit, to just otherwise cruise through and enjoy life. And come and check us out right here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And now, I'm gonna give you this one here, right? You know, we have our various people in music in particular that have made a mark in the Virgin Islands and have kind of disappeared, just disappeared because we have to promote them, and sometimes it means bringing back an old song that have that touch and whatever, right? And I'm tempted to go down to the folks there that have that dance gallery and see what they could put together with this music. Maybe they could put something together, choreograph for that. But this song, whenever I play it, it's like I see like, wow, imagine this and incorporate it into a Zumba. Because if you dance this song in the active way that this song is, you will bust a sweat. You know, you will burn some calories. It's just nice. So anyhow, without any further ado, okay, let's hear it. Yeah, folks. All right. Wesley and them boys were doing it up. Okay? And if you could find a record or if you could find it digitally, they could still do it up for you. I tell you, but that's one of them songs. You ain't do them kind of thing for a while. Make sure you rub up with some Bengay first before you get everything nice and loose and ready. Yes. Okay.
Some may require WD first.
Whatever works. Yeah. Folks, it's a lot of good. It got a lot of good old music, and we have that show. Is it Thursday night? What's his name? Chokudo come on one of them night. And I can't remember the night it is right now. Thursday night is we got jazz with Marsvin David. Well, jazz and a lot of other things on Thursday night. It might be Friday night. I ain't sure. I gotta find out. Jen, one night Chokudo come on, man. Anyhow, so a lot of good oldies and everything you get a chance to hear. Now, this next one I'm gonna play is an oldie too. But it depends on what generation, some generations may not say, well, I ain't that old. But it's an oldie too. And I will tell you, it was an era. Because for those of you who love Juve and band coming down and everything, this was an era. It's part of an era. Somebody going to have to come along and eclipse it. But for now, when you talk about things like Juve and Trump and this thing, this group is one by which it is measured by, especially with what's going on in St. Thomas now. All right, you could spin this up anytime, and young and old, it gonna move them.
Yeah, this is my tribute to the Virgin Islands. Calling this home. Yeah. Talking about a land of beauty, we call it paradise. He wants to come down and check we down in the Virgin Islands. We don't share problems, we know you have yours too. We're doing our best to solve them. We want to welcome you. Come feel our gentle breezes, marble at a sandy shore. Our crystal sparkling waters, bet you can't ask for more. St. Thomas, St. Paul, St. John, next door to the PDI. Filled up with fascination, your interest feel satisfied. Some people they try to top us, but man they just cannot. I suggest you come and join us, because the VI hot. We from the VIO. We love the VIO. Shout it out, VI. Put up your hand them high. Know that you from the VI. Wave your flags up in the sky. Show them we run this party. Show them we rule this fed. Show them we have energy. Tired man will never get. VIA. We from the VIO. VIA. We love the VIO. Yeah. Water Island. You're amazing. Yeah. Some of us we leave these islands all over the world we roam. When it come to carnival time, be ready to come back home. To eat boiled fish and fungi, cherry and almonds too. To drink passion fruit and mommy, sea moss to name a few. We have to catch up the Juve, jump up behind Jamban. We have to be in the parade, jumping with just action. We have to swim Maidens Bay, Cookie Point and Bessop too. We have to visit St. John, somewhere we have to do. St. Paul is our biggest beauty. This historic sites galore. I suggest you come and join us. Come down and take a tour.
Yeah, folks, we love it, but we got room for you. So come on down and share it with us. And hey, while you're here, make sure you do a random act of kindness. Leave your mark in that positive way. And if you ever find yourself bored at Carnival, maybe it's possible. I don't see how, but if you do find yourself that way, do some random acts of kindness. All right? Love's in need of love every day. And I'm sure you're going to find it here on St. Croix and definitely in Carnival and definitely in Juve.
Packed up with friendly people, most will greet you with a smile. Wrapped up in a pride and culture, that is the Virgin Isles. We'll teach you some old traditions, that's not where we step up to. We'll show you an old plantation, or history old and new. Come down and spend your money, shopping is duty free. Purchase our rum and clothing, artwork and jewelry. Our day sale is really lovely, so many things to see. Snorkel, dive and swim our waters, fulfill your fantasy. Our islands are really special, they are our pride and joy. There's not a place more lovely, St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix.
Hear the news and then talk about AM 970 WSTX.
Alma's Natural Products, 53 King Street, Frederiksted, St. Croix, across from the Old Gores Pharmacy. 340-332-3557. Accepts major credit cards. Hours are Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. through 5 p.m. and Sundays, 12 noon through 5 p.m.
Alma's is our favorite place for bulk herbs and detox bitters, sea moss, cocoa sticks, and so much more.
Mom, we need to go to Alma's to get some more aluminum-free deodorant and fluoride-free toothpaste.
Great! While we're there, we can pick up some more natural soap. They also carry raw black soap, liquid Castile soap, raw shea butter, black seed oil, cocoa oil, body oils, and essential oils, sage,